Hi you guys, guess who's back for another Motivation Monday. So over the last week or so, I haven't put out much content, and I think the reason is clear. I've been losing my freaking mind! Better. Seriously though, I have had so many things going all at once that I started to slowly start feeling the strain of it. I wasn't getting very much sleep. I wasn't getting very much work done, even though I felt like all I was doing was working. And so I knew something had to change. So I sat down, I thought long and hard about it, and I tried to figure out what priorities I have. After I listed out all of my priorities being my family, my kids, eBay, Poshmark, YouTube, my friends, anything that's important to me, I wrote it all down and then I put them in order of level of importance. Then I knew what I needed to do. I needed to get my crap together is what I needed to do. I have set work time and set family time, but something that I was noticing was happening was that the stressful work time was affecting my family time. If I was really stressed with what I was doing work-wise, it was spilling over into how I acted around my kids, how I acted around my husband, how I acted towards my friends. They could tell I was stressed out. So in order to fix that, I needed to find out what was going to help de-stress my work environment. And that's when it all became clear. I had to stop working in chaos. Chaos everywhere! Walking into my office, I would trip over things. When I would go to list something, I would have to try to figure out which bucket was listed and which bucket was unlisted. It was absolutely confusing. Nothing was labeled unless it was, after it was listed. I didn't know what needed to be listed, what stuff was photographed. All the buckets started looking the same. I was piling things up in corners. Things didn't have a place. And then you want to talk about stress. If you've ever had to ship out an item and was having trouble finding it, that is stress, okay? That's the kind of stress you don't want to deal with because it can damage your seller status. It could piss off a buyer and give you a potential negative feedback. So when you sell something and you struggle to find it, that's a big deal. And it's not like it was happening all of the time, but there would be, every once in a while, there would be something that either I put away in the wrong place or I thought it was somewhere and it ended up being someplace else. But when I couldn't find things, that only happened every once in a while. But for the regular inventory, it was taking a lot longer to find things. I had shown you guys how I inventory my jeans. So finding jeans has been easy peasy. That hasn't been the problem, but finding other things has been a problem. Retail arbitrage things or food or beauty products or toys, things like that. I have inventory just like strewn about my basement in different locations, and it's presented a problem. It's been a really big headache. If I have someone ask me a question about an item and I have to struggle to find it, and then I stress over that and it takes time out of my day trying to locate it, or if I sell something and it takes me 20 minutes to find one thing, it's too much. Too much. So I knew what I needed to do. I needed to take a time out from everything and focus on getting everything the way I needed it to be. Because when I started this reseller journey, I started very small and then started to grow very, very quickly. And growing very quickly can be a very big problem if you're gaining a whole bunch of merchandise and listing a whole bunch, and then you gain more and then you list, and then you gain more and then you list. Because if you don't have a set process in place, crap just starts piling on top of crap, and it starts piling on top of crap, and then you're drowning in crap, right? So I knew the only way I was going to be able to regain my sanity was to just stop what I was doing and get everything together. And that became my #1 priority. Of course, next to my family. It's not like I've been completely ignoring my family. I've been using my dedicated work time to do all of the organizing. And I did bring in a friend to help me. So I have had help doing that. And then my dedicated family time is still my dedicated family time, but basically all other work has stalled until I get that process finished. Now, that brings me to the next little tidbit. Aside from setting priorities, you always have to make sure to write things in pencil and be prepared to do the dance. That little saying comes from one of my favorite aunts. That's something that she always says, and it makes so much sense when you think about it. She always says, Lindey, remember, write in pencil and do the dance. What that basically means in a nutshell is that sometimes you have to change things around. Don't write in pen, write in pencil, and do the dance. Shuffle things around, you know what I'm saying? So as I started embarking on this reorganization and clean out the office and inventory journey, it became very clear to me that things were not going to go the way I expected. I expected to have Monday of last week through Friday to get it all done. And then as of Friday, my office was gonna be ready. I was gonna be able to hit the ground running with the new inventory system and have everything cleaned out and do what I needed to do. But that's not what happened. That's not what happened at all. Things just kept coming up. Both of my kids were unexpectedly out of school for 2 days. Do kids ever go to school anymore? So when I had my kids home all day, I couldn't really get anything done. And then over the weekend, when I thought I was going to be able to finish because my husband was home and he could stay with the kids, Benjamin wasn't feeling very good again. And of course, when babies are sick, all they want is mommy. And so for the most part, over the weekend, I spent the time being a mom taking care of my sick kid, because that was my #1 priority, not cleaning. And that is really, really hard. You know, when you have your mind set to something and you really want to get it done, it's really hard to step back and say, no, it's okay. I can do it tomorrow. Because I'm so close. I'm so close, you guys. I'm so close. I am so close to getting everything done. And when you're right there to getting everything done, you just want to get it done, right? But then you have things that happen and you can't get it done. So I had to keep telling myself over and over again, I'm like, Lindey, it's okay. You can finish it tomorrow. Go to bed at a decent hour, or snuggle with your sick kid that wants you, or put your feet up on the couch and catch up on your favorite TV show. You know, watch last week's episode of Walking Dead, or, you know, you just take time for you. It's okay. You don't have to rush downstairs and finish organizing. You could save it for tomorrow. And then the next day comes and you start off the day and you're like, I'm gonna get this done. And then something else happens and you can't really get it done. And so it just keeps pushing off and pushing off and pushing off. And so here I am on Monday, expecting that my office was going to be done 3 days ago. And is it still done? Is it done? Is it done? Nope. But you know what? That's okay. And you know why it's okay that it's not done? I'll show you why. Take a look at this. So, I'm sitting here doing a video, right? This is the first time that I have sat in this spot doing a video for you guys where there was no junk sitting here. Usually, when I sit right here on the floor, yes, I'm on the floor. When I sit right here and do a video for you guys, there's a box or bags of junk right here or on the couch. There's nothing there now, is there? No. And look over here. Same thing over here. Usually, there's like box of crap right here, and instead, ooh. Anyway, you get the idea. You get the idea. Even though it's not done, there's progress. And one thing that I've always loved to say is progress, not perfection. Progress, not perfection. Love it. So if you're dealing with stress, that's okay. Because I've been dealing with stress for a while now. If you're dealing with stress, it's okay. All you have to do is sit down and make a list and start to tackle it. And it's okay if it doesn't get done when you think it needs to get done, as long as you're making steps to get it done. Yeah, this project has taken about twice as long as I was expecting it to, but you know what? Progress, not perfection. It's getting there. And you know what? I feel so much better already. So much better already. I cannot wait to show everybody the completed project. Hopefully it's going to be done here by the end of the week. I am so excited to show you guys. So, anyways, hopefully this was motivating a little bit. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and let me know. If you have any questions or comments, you can feel free to leave them in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed to me yet, I hope you will. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I will see you with my next video. Bye.